So I was asked, what are some unique experiences I've had as a driver? The first one that pops into my head was a pickup truck that I swear defied gravity. So I was in Minneapolis, it was like 3 a.m, there's this pickup truck in front of me, and it lost control, started to fishtail, almost hit the Jersey wall, almost completely rolled over. In fact, I thought he was gonna roll over. I was actually pulled over onto the shoulder already, reaching for my phone to call 911. I was that sure he was gonna roll his truck over. He somehow regained control and got off on an exit, and I was able to go on my way too. Later on, I pulled the footage off my dash cam, and I'm not kidding you, all 4 tires of his pickup truck were off the ground. I don't know how he didn't roll it over. That was probably the craziest thing I've ever seen out on the road. When you talk about unique experiences out on the road as a driver, the first thing that pops in your head is probably all the accidents. I am very thankful that I have not witnessed any major accidents. I've seen a couple small fender benders that were no big deal. I've come upon some accidents that were really fresh and like maybe emergency personnel hadn't shown up yet. Those are pretty scary, but again, very thankful that I haven't seen any major accidents. You see some really crazy vehicles. I've seen the Wienermobile a few times. I've seen the Planters Nutmobile. I saw convertible ones that looked like they had put everything in their apartment into their convertible, like queen size mattress, lamps, dressers, crazy stuff like that. I once saw a vehicle decked out like a sleigh with Mr. and Mrs. Claus in it around Christmas time. So you get to see a lot of really cool stuff like that rolling down the road. Another unique experience I had that will always be burned in my head is my truck broke down on me on Monteagle in Tennessee, which is a notorious mountain that has like escape ramps and everything. It's no joke. And I was going down that hill and my truck broke down. And the mechanic came out and had to like limp me down to the hill. They had a little gravel lot at the bottom of the hill. And I was basically coasting into that lot when I got down there, and there's smoke billowing out of my engine. And that was a day that I realized how important support is back home. Because I mean, these trucks, we put a lot of miles on them, and sometimes things just happen. It's gonna happen eventually, right? Well, Midwest Carriers actually put me up in a hotel for a couple nights while they towed one of our own trucks out to me so I could continue on my run, and then towed my truck back to get fixed. Having that support made that situation that much less frustrating. And I did a video on that one a while ago, so you guys could probably dig that one up. That was a crazy, unique experience that I will never forget. And then I'm going to end with one of the coolest, and that's wildlife. I saw a moose and her calf in a little park on a really early morning, winter morning. It was in Wyoming, across from a pilot. There's this little park, and I was out there for a walk, and I saw a moose and her calf, and we just kind of stood there and stared at each other for a little while. That was really cool. There's a rest area in North Dakota I was stopped at, and it's this place. If you're lucky, you'll get to see some wild bison just kind of wander around. Well, I had one right behind my truck just like plop down on the ground and take a dust bath right in front of me. And I just sat there and watched them like, I can't believe I'm watching this from my truck. This is so cool. And then the coolest one I've seen was a huge herd of elk crossing I-80 in Park City, Utah. This was really early in my driving career. All the traffic had completely stopped. People were getting out of their vehicles and taking pictures. And I remember thinking, oh, this is so cool. I'm gonna get to see this kind of stuff all the time. Nope, that was a once in a lifetime thing that I saw, and I wished I would have gotten out and taken some video or a picture, but I didn't. But it was burned in my head. That was a really, really cool experience. So there's some good, unique experiences. There's some kind of negative, unique experiences, but for me, what it comes down to is a day out on the road that's boring and nothing happens and nothing unique happens is a good day driving, because that means nothing bad happens. So I kind of like the boring days. It usually means the weather was nice and you didn't see anything bad. So, but there's some good experiences too, like the wildlife is always fun. So anyway, I hope you all have some fun, unique experiences out there. Stay safe, and until next time, I'll see you all down the road.